Anthropic just triggered a massive paradigm shift across the tech landscape with Claude Fable 5. It's officially their most capable model ever for coding and agentic work. And if you're a non-technical founder, this completely changes the game. Just probably not in the way you might immediately think.
So, we've got to ask the most important question for anyone building software today. When an AI can autonomously handle the heavy engineering, does your codebase actually define your business anymore? Or is the core value shifting somewhere else entirely? Let's break down exactly what this new technology means for your strategy in this explainer.
Section 1. The Autonomous Coding Era.
Fable 5 isn't just some incremental update, it is a structural leap. Old AI, it required constant hand-holding and step-by-step guidance, but Fable 5 introduces long-horizon autonomy. Inside an agent harness, it's capable of working independently for days in a continuous loop. It plans, delegates to subagents, and actually self-verifies its output using its own vision capabilities.
The scale of this autonomy is honestly staggering. In early testing, Fable 5 migrated a 50 million-line codebase in a single day. Think about that, a project that typically takes human teams 2 whole months. For non-technical founders, the barrier to building is effectively gone.
Which brings us to Section 2, the Builder's Trap and the Illusion of Code.
This immense power creates a dangerous 4-step workflow we call the idea trap. It goes exactly like this. You start with an unvalidated idea, rapidly build the product with AI, rack up massive token costs, and then launch a perfect product to absolutely nobody. This exact trap is driving a brutal 95% failure rate among new AI builders right now. You haven't built a business, you've just built a failure faster.
And building failure faster is incredibly expensive. Fable 5 comes at a steep premium, $10 per million input tokens, and a massive $50 per million output tokens. That's double the price of previous flagship models. You're paying top dollar for code that might have zero market value.
Because here is the harsh truth. Building the application, that's only 20% of the equation. That leaves a massive 80% gap for market validation and customer acquisition. If you ignore this, your brilliantly coded app is just going to sit in a desert.
This is the key insight you absolutely have to remember. Fable 5 does not validate your market, it doesn't find your audience, and it doesn't acquire paying customers. If you haven't solved for the market, the value of your code immediately drops to absolute zero.
Moving on to Section 3, the end-to-end solution, the full stack journey.
To survive this trap, the smartest builders are completely abandoning standalone coding agents. Instead, they're utilizing end-to-end platforms. These are holistic systems that manage the entire full-stack journey, treating software as a complete business from day one, not just a code base.
Inside these connected ecosystems, validation happens first. Before the AI writes a single line of code, you prove that people will actually pay for the idea. From there, the system seamlessly flows from building the app straight into generating marketing assets and acquiring customers. It carries you logically from the idea all the way to revenue.
Finally, Section 4, your next steps and taking action today.
First up, check the description for our deep dive explainer on building SaaS with AI. Second, join our free Live Wednesday workshop to watch this entire end-to-end process demonstrated in real time. And lastly, grab a free trial to test this out on your own idea. But remember, building a successful business requires immense strategy and execution. No tool guarantees income.
I'll leave you with this final thought. Now that you have an autonomous engineering team literally at your fingertips, will you just focus on writing code, or will you build a real business? Drop a comment saying workshop below, and we'll send you the link to see this exact system in action.